It's locked. Good evening, Miss Price.
Dr. Reed?
Good to see
Oh, yeah.
What?
Oh, no.
I
do that.
What?
I don't...
What can you...
So... No,
Does...
no.
Do you...
Oh,
Do you...
no.
Do you...
Oh,
Have you ever met...
yes.
What do you...
He said...
Goodbye.
I hope you can stay a little longer this time.
Good morning.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Dr. Rick.
Always... What?
I'm...
Tell... Rick.
Don't get...
Have...
Other...
Carol's gratitude is...
I'm taking...
But should...
Why would she?
Does...
Have you...
So you're...
Something...
Why would...
She... Maybe...
Do you know...
No,
But is...
that was before...
May I look at your goods?
It's always a pleasure.
I'm sorry, I can't help you.
May...
It's always a...
Perhaps you should talk with someone else instead.
Dr. Reed. I am.
Good evening, sir.
Dr. Reed?
Is there anything wrong?
No, it's just...
I think...
That's odd.
I'm afraid not. Tell me, and
because
why did...
I'm not...
Can you
As
please?
do you...
Yeah, but what...
Do we have...
And but what...
Does it...
Tell me.
I
Who are you?
I really can't answer.
And why? But why...
Well...
What?
I've...
Goodbye, Mr. Baker. I cannot enter.
Jonathan Reed.
I beg your pardon.
Of course,
You...
Primate.
The car.
Yes.
What can... So...
Oh, I can...
Do the... Read...
You have...
Can you read the...
Are you sure?
Yes, I...
It will cost you 100...
Here.
The snake.
Tell me about... Some... Did they...
A person.
Do you want...
If you ever...
For how...
It was...
What did...
Ed?
Can you...
What the...
Perhaps... Do you recall...
I'm...
Is there... He...
True?
How do you measure the...
I told you.
Is it possible?
Vampires...
All right.
You'll cast your heart into the fire without...
How did you learn...
Swansea told me.
She could have survived.
Not all vampires.
I could have saved...
No, Jonathan.
May I?
Of course.
What was the problem? Who?
That's
so...
one.
Goodbye.
perhaps London will survive the epidemic.
It's locked, all
But I
right.
see terrible trials awaiting.
Good evening.
Yes, but what is it?
I
am. Odd.
What if what? I still.
Then I.
What
He
is that?
Eric.
Who? The more, but what?
I don't know.
I'm a.
Have you?
What?
You should.
Goodbye for now. Good evening. Pericles.
Agamemnon.
At least.
But is that not a?
What?
If you, that's for the time.
Goodbye. There has been a fight here. I can see a blood trail. Left by one of the antagonists, perhaps?
evening, sir.
I'm conducting an
And who are...
I'm Dr. John.
I'm
I work for the...
the Ascalon Club.
What?
I'm the one... We...
What?
I'm... All right.
What he...
I...
Do what?
Yes. I...
What?
Crim...
I'd like to rip...
Then I'll write the name...
Do you...
Who doesn't...
What else?
Aloysius...
What are you...
Mr. Kim...
Tell me...
I'm not...
How could...
That's my...
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Dawson's mansion. Here I am at last. But the question remains. Am I ready to make a dying man my progeny? It's locked.
Finally, you're here, Dr. Reed. What took you so long?
I had to pass several of your barricades and outposts to access your mansion, sir.
Death, pestilence surround us, and time is against me.
I see you've gathered some of the most expensive, albeit experimental, blood transfusion equipment available. All this could be so useful in a hospital.
Yes, yes. Since Lord Redgrave sent me a doctor to perform my conversion, I thought you might find some of these devices useful.
Most thoughtful. But tonight I'm not here as a physician.
But I feel reassured that a specialist such as yourself would help me to escape the Reaper.
Very well. But before I proceed, I have a few questions for you.
If you must, but be quick, for I don't have much time left in this life.
First of all, I need to be sure that you know exactly what is going to happen to you, sir.
I can assure you I'm as informed as any man can be. I have planned for this moment, Dr. Reed. Planned very carefully.
Believe me, there is a huge difference between reading about vampires and waking up as one. I learned that myself the hard way.
Oh my God, man, stop your whining. I don't have time for your pointless jibber-jabber.
I will become your maker. Do you understand what that means?
Well, I certainly won't consider you my liege, or some such drivel. You can be assured of that.
You'll need to feed on warm blood.
I'm rich, Dr. Reed.
What do you know?
What I do...
Let's move on.
Please, I'm cold.
But first, before you embrace immortality, what would you do with such a gift?
That's a rather impertinent question, Dr. Reed. And I will do as I please.
Answer me all the same. What will your first action be as an immortal?
To save London. I will finance the most efficient quarantine ever seen. I will build a wall that will separate the sick boroughs from the healthy ones.
Who gave you the right to decide the fate of thousands of people?
My money. My money and my pending immortality gives me the needed authority, Doctor. I'm a business...
You really plan?
Yes, it will be taught...
Let me guess. You mean to isolate the rich from the poor?
This is a desperate...
By doing so, you...
Come, sir. An eminent doctor like yourself knows that...
Quarantine is not a bad idea,
As long as the right people are on the right...
What if a new outbreak happens inside your walls?
That won't happen. As long as...
But you can't guarantee...
The apocalypse is already...
I've heard enough. It's time to proceed.
At last. All right, do what you have to do. If it hurts, so be it. I've been preparing such a long time for this.
You don't deserve immortality, Mr. Dawson.
What? What are you prattling on about?
I don't believe I've ever met a man so bereft of empathy. You, sir, are despicable.
No! Wait! You can't! I made a deal with Lord Redgrave. I'll finance whatever he wants. Please, just ask him.
Sleep now.
rest now, forever. I would have lived forever. Who are you to decide my fate? Who gave you the authority?
Is it done, Dr. Reed?
Alas, Aloysius Dawson was not brought back to life after his death. The man is gone.
What? What happened?
He didn't survive the procedure. He was too weak.
This is unacceptable, nevertheless. You were given the simplest task.
Well, get rid of me then.
From now on, you're an outcast. Banished. You are forbidden to ever appear in front of us again. Ascalon will smite you on sight, and your heart will be thrown to the rats.
I'll leave you then. Have fun with your puppets and shadow plays, Lord Redgrave.
Yes, go, traitor, and take that awful creature, that counterfeit of a woman I saw waiting for you, and be gone!
We meet again at the strangest of times, young Ekon. So do you serve the Earl of Bristol now?
Old Bridget.
Your friend, the wise Ekon. She...
Lady Ashbury.
The lady approached me but a few nights ago, wanting to meet...
Harriet Jones is still with...
Harriet remains angry.
Tell me what is...
The lady asked us to keep an eye on your mortal Dr. Fred.
No time to...
I shall return to my den.
Yes.
Is this still unknown to her?
This could be the box Lewis thought he lost. A love letter from Joe Peterson's wife addressed to Barrett Lewis. Who should I give it to, I wonder?
Can't you just look the other way this week?
You?
How is the...
I'm not...
Can I offer you?
Keep him...
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson. Can I offer... Can I offer you?
The night...
I think the document...
Really?
I found it in...
Let me...
You do not appear...
surprised...
Yes.
Here's a little something.
Goodbye.
Fancy
You never... Joe...
Oh, no, I'm joking.
What? It's never...
We've all had some rough...
And
No,
Barrett,
yeah,
do you...
no one...
Did you...
Never. How is it? What? Despite...
How...
When it's...
Right then.
Fancy...
You never... Do you need help?
To be honest...
I don't...
Really?
Goodbye for...
I know it's hard to believe, but this...
Good evening.
Shake.
Could this...
It is much more.
How...
We're not.
Goodbye. Good evening.
It's...
What...
all
Quite...
for you.
Well,
Has
what do
to
you...
be...
Really? What...
Clean.
Tell me.
God.
Purification...
You're like...
You're...
How come...
What are you talking about?
The vicar... Tell me...
I own...
Do you know...
I believe...
Armageddon...
How...
Don't you...
To buy...
I have to...
You are...
No!
You're...
I...
What?
I... This happened...
But who...
She is the...
Have...
No.
I have found...
I already expect...
Yes.
Samuels...
You're...
No!
You're... He...
Think...
How is the sand...
Don't you...
Have...
No.
You...
As...
What?
I...
You... Good...
It's...
Don't you...
Fate...
No doubt...
Blessed.
I have heard...
Soon the time will come when you will all be judged for your sins. Even now, he judges
Cheap price, good quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
People are talking about this colossal.
Mr. Eve. Have you not... I'm not...
As long as...
How?
What?
Good. Mr. B. Since I took an oath.
I'm all right.
Goodbye. Howard, I'd like to see. You look well. Good.
When science fails you, this elixir will give you faith
Good
again.
What? No. Hi. A gun. Good evening. You don't. Oh. I can. A gun. Good night. How do you? Yes, I said. Tell me. I do. I am. You seemed. I didn't. But what? Tell me. There is. That's. What do you? What?
Yeah.
Are you?
And what?
What about?
I.
How do you?
I need.
Goodbye. Good evening.
Who will assist Dorothea helping our comrades now that I die? Was I that evil to deserve such punishment? My only regret is that no one will mourn me, for I have never been loved.
my brother. I can't see anymore. I'm cold. Forgive me. For this time, I really leave you alone in the dark.
How are you?
I'm not...
No. Not now. Not me, please. I'll be good.
You pay for peace of mind.
You...
I never had any luck in my life. And now I die alone.
You... My son. Who will take care of him? Was I a good father?
For your false faith.
Good evening.
It's
Please forgive me, my lord, for my eyes were blind to the devil in front of me. My task will remain unachieved.
And I'll be nasty.
Good evening.
My dear brother, I'm sorry. I was not strong enough.
Something going on in this district. Good evening.
What is he?
Not a...
Chris, do you...
I believe...
How
I
and
empty...
tell me,
Chris...
how
the next...
if you
I
are...
can't...
Do you...
do you... As long as...
Was it...
Maybe.
I know more than enough.
I would have expected more...
Take care.
Good evening, Doctor. Christina. I loved her. I know it now. I should have told her.
Good evening. And good... Man... But I... Oh. I... But... Are you... But... I... Are you aware that you're... But... Have I... Did you know them? No, I didn't. Are you that... I feel guilty. Tell me... Do you need it? I don't think... I'll leave you... Hello. Very well.
Angel made flesh, I tell you.
Good evening. And good...
Death has no splendor at all. Oh, I see it now. I see it. Oh, the verses I could write.
Hello. Tell them.
Oh, cruel thief. I still had so many things to give to this world. You stole all my tears and all my joys to come.
Stupid newborn!
Watch yourselves! There's one of them! Christ! He's dead!
Hello.
Hello again.
How do you... You should... How...
My... My beloved husband, I died by your grave. We'll be together soon again.
At least that mist...
Good evening. Are you... do you think...
Yeah. Liar! Snake! I had proved my value. I could have done so much more.
Those bastards. What have they done to Edgar? Looks like he's wounded. I better follow the blood.
Ultraviolet curtains and Ori calcium powder. Dr. Swansea's always been a resourceful bastard. I bet he never told you he had this installed in case of a vampire attack. Says a lot about how much he trusts you.
What have you done with Edgar?
Don't worry. We don't kill humans. Even if your friend is deserving of a little punishment for one.
What are you talking about?
We know everything. Swansea and you created this bloody epidemic. You aim to unleash another disaster, just like William Marshall did.
No! I'm trying to put an end to it, just like you are.
You're its progeny, aren't you? Where is the monster hiding? It's still in England, isn't it?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Jeffrey, please listen to me.
No tricks. That shit won't work on me. We've found proof in the theater. Doris Fletcher was your first experiment. Now where is Marshall? Speak! So much for modern technology. Time for the tried and true. Do you know what this is, Beast? This is a drop of King Arthur's blood. The blood of a true defender of Britain. Stronger than your evil powers.
This is ridiculous. We're losing precious time.
True enough. Soon I'll bring your head before your coward of a father. So true light will cleanse you. The blood of a true defender of this land will protect me. We are the guardian of justice. Priwen shall prevail.
You can't accept the fact we're not enemies, can you?
We always have been, and we always will be. Of all the evils that threaten mankind, your kind are the worst.
I was only reborn for a few minutes before you and your men hunted me down like a beast.
You were only reborn for a few minutes, and you'd already taken the life of an innocent woman.
There is no way you'll ever let me be, McCullum. You'll always hunt me down, won't you?
There is no escape, Leech. Kill me now, for there is no way you can sway me to your ideals.
That's where you're mistaken.
What do you mean?
I'll make you a vampire. I'll make you one of us.
No! Kill me!
Prepare yourself, Hunter. You
Just like me.
No! No!
When I kissed my own man goodbye, I had no idea what I was doing. But now I do. Consider this my kiss of Judas. Welcome to the world through the looking glass.
Speak English, do ya? It's an each! There's one of them vermin! It's mine! I'll take it!
So Priwen never left Doris's theatre after they invaded. They must be holding Edgar here in their new headquarters.
Over there! There's one of them vermin! Keep an eye on me.
Best stay back, sir.
Look lively! We have to stop it! It's too strong! It's too fucking fast!
It's locked, all right. Doris Fletcher was about to become a disaster. I'm getting close to having all the evidence. I cannot enter. It's locked, all right. It's locked. I should find the key to that box. Blood of a pure heart, garlic, blood of a king. I don't understand. Perhaps this is what McCullum drank. I had better keep that in mind. Edgar. Edgar, can you hear me?
Jonathan, is it really you?
Easy. Easy. Save your strength. I'm getting you out of here.
Don't try to spare me. As a physician, I know all too well when it's too late. Punctured lung, broken ribs, and internal bleeding. An accurate diagnosis, wouldn't you say?
Edgar, what happened?
They wanted me to confess. Beat me black and blue.
Jeffrey McCullum ambushed me at the Pembroke Hospital. He was convinced you and I were responsible for the Skal epidemic.
I never imagined that self-righteous fanatic would dare to attack us in the open. What became of him?
I put him in a somewhat delicate position when I made him an immortal.
Really? You sure that was the wisest course of action?
Time will tell. The most intriguing part of his accusation was that you and I were the pawns of some ancient vampire.
William Marshall.
I trust you, Edgar, but the Guard of Priwen is onto something.
What do you mean?
William Marshall, for example. You speak of him as if you know him. How is that?
Jonathan, I cannot say I'm ready for another round of questions.
Why would...
Maybe due to our...
What can you...
Not much.
What?
He was the...
What? While investigating the epidemic, I read some of McCullum's findings. I think you have some explaining to do.
I have nothing to hide, Jonathan. Nothing at all.
Do you know
No, I'm afraid not.
Her real name was Doris Jones.
What do you want?
Doris Fletcher visited her mother at the Pembroke Hospital. That's how she first got infected.
I know nothing about that. Miss Fletcher once came to visit the sick. That is all I know.
No, Edgar, there is more. Doris Fletcher was Harriet Jones's daughter. They exhibited the same symptoms: blind hate and strong physical mutation.
What does this sad story have to do with us?
Do you know where we are?
My
point exactly.
Certain disease...
Come on, Edgar.
How could I?
Doris and Harriet shared more than a hidden family bond. They were the embodiment of the epidemic and are linked to the Pembroke Hospital. Come on, Edgar, this is no coincidence.
I swear I'm at a complete loss. All I did was administer vampire blood to cure old Harriet. There was no evil plan, no diabolical plot.
You did what?
I tested the regenerating and healing properties of vampire blood on Harriet Jones. My only intention was to find the cure for influenza, I swear.
Whose blood did you use? William Marshall's? Mine?
Lady Ashbury's. While transfusing her with human blood, humanely appeasing her hunger, I also kept samples of her blood for my research.
You used her blood on Harriet Jones? My God, Edgar, that's unethical. You betrayed 2 of your patients at the same time.
How dare you judge me? Must I name the alarming list of your victims?
We are both deceivers. But at least I know I'm a monster.
You have worked beside me. You saw what I'm doing at Pembroke Hospital. Jonathan, you know I'm not an evil soul. Just another victim of this tragedy.
No, Edgar, you are not going to die. Unless you want to.
What do you mean?
I can save you, Edgar. I can turn your broken body into one like mine.
You truly would? After all I've done, after all that's been said, you would offer me this gift?
I have no way of knowing which punishment would be worse, Edgar. But it is not for me to decide. So?
Oh, please, Jonathan, please. I beg you. This is what I've always wanted. This is what I've always searched for.
Very well, then. Prepare to die and be reborn. to face an eternity of guilt.
I'm ready. Oh, indeed, I am ready.
Enough! Return at a more convenient time. So Harriet Jones became the original carrier when Edgar gave her vampire blood. I must tell Elizabeth.
Over there! There's one of them vermin!
It's locked.
good fortune brings you back to me, Jonathan. What is it, my dear?
I'm afraid it's bad news, Elizabeth. The worst, actually.
Please, speak up.
Edgar is no longer in McCullum's grasp. I resolved that matter.
Where is our good friend now? Is he well?
Of a sort. His injuries were mortal. I had no choice but to make him one of us. To save him. Or to punish him.
To punish him? I fail to understand. And what is the source of this cold tone in your voice?
Edgar Swansea was responsible for the Skull epidemic, Elizabeth. It was he who unleashed the deadly scourge upon London.
What? Are you certain? This is the most terrible accusation of all.
He confessed everything to me. He sought to cure the disease, to exploit vampire blood to stop the epidemic. But he unwittingly gave birth to a catastrophe.
All those poor victims. How could he do it? What happened?
Edgar gave no heed to ethics. His theory could have been proven to be correct, but he abused the confidence of his patients to test it.
I must say I'm shocked, Jonathan. Who would have thought it? And the poor patient. Let me get...
Yes. That explains how Doris Fletcher was infected, and how she became an Ichor. She secretly visited her mother at Pembroke.
Then we have no choice. We must act quickly, Jonathan. We must return to the sewers and put an end to the threat poor Harriet embodies.
I have one more matter to discuss with you. Harriet Jones was the primary case, but... do you know what a healthy carrier is?
There is a tone in your voice that frightens me, Jonathan. What are you trying to say?
It was your blood Edgar used for his experiment on Harriet Jones.
What? No. No. This can't be. Oh.
Elizabeth. Are you all right?
No, I have to go.
What do you mean?
Leave me alone. Save the city, Jonathan. Save what can be saved.
Elizabeth, I need answers. Why did your blood
Stay
cause
away
this?
from me. Please. I swear I never was your
Wait!
enemy.
No! Elizabeth! It's locked, all right. Now would be a good time to blend the recipe Marshall used when he fought the disaster. I think I know where to find what I need. Whose blood could be purer than that of William Marshall? Lord Redgrave will have to spare me a drop. I'm still persona non grata in the Ascalon Club. If I want to speak with Lord Redgrave, I'll improvise. Good evening, Lord Redgrave.
What are you doing here, traitor? I shall smite you.
I'm not here to bicker, Lord Redgrave.
Good. We'll help.
The blood.
The blood of William Marshall?
No one can interfere with my...
I see. Well, in that case, given the gravity of the situation, I suppose I can spare you a drop.
Thank you, my lord.
If you manage to save this city, you'll prove your...
I cannot use garlic, but there may be a substitute in the Pembroke Hospital drugstore.
Back in the grave! Easy! Stay back, please!
There it is. Insulin. Much more efficient than garlic against blood poisoning and sepsis, and much less dangerous for me. Thank you, Dr. Polescu. If McCullum really drank the blood of King Arthur, then I may have found another vital.
I fear no evil.
We cannot be defeated!
Not human! Kill it!
We have a killer! Oh my god!
Lively! Reach, boys! Watch it! It's a killer!
Good evening, Vampire Hunter.
Are you here to mock me, Reed?
Not at all, McCullum. I am here because I need you.
Really? I'm intrigued. Speak up, then.
I need the blood of a king.
The Guard's most sacred and precious...
I need the antidote.
It is within me to take your words as truth.
A creature called a disaster.
I should have destroyed that book.
Do you not understand?
Not enemies.
Thank you.
Indeed.
Why are you...
The man who raised me after the brute.
We're both...
Yes.
And...
Carl Eldritch.
How are you
I feel so...
Will you...
Are we not
Will you...
You're a vicious beast, Reed.
Fair...
Do not...
The blend seems stable. Time to go and find Harriet in the sewers.
Get them weapons ready! We found one! Stupid fucking beast! Don't like that, do ya? civilians allowed, sir.
This place has been ransacked. They've all been slaughtered. Pre-one? No, not their style. Where has Harriet gone? She must have left a trail I could follow. Where is old Bridget? Damn. If I'd come earlier, they would still be alive.
Take not a step further.
You, at last.
Desist, child.
All right.
My words have been as clear as crystal lake.
What is your...
I do not understand.
Blood?
Why would I? And...
But who are you?
I am your maker. I am the servant of...
Just...
There are those who call me Murdin.
I'm here to stop...
I have heard you, but beware.
What is the...
It is the curse of the god.
Tell me about this disaster.
A disaster is...
And who is...
She is the Red Goddess.
The Morrigan?
She has been worshipped.
So tell...
A
I only...
To perform an act so noble.
I know. McCullum...
Your final task, oh...
What will happen thereafter?
Your fate, my child, and...
Will it?
Yes.
And then what?
How would I know?
You tricked me.
Very soon you'll come. Be brave.
These poor skulls didn't stand a chance.
Oh, I'm sick. So sick. Doctor, help me, please. I'm in such pain.
I'll be glad to be of assistance.
Ah, like your help, Doris. Liars! All of you! My poor baby. I've been such a bad mother. But the Queen herself forgave me. Gave me another chance.
Harriet, you must stop all of this. I can't let you infect anyone else.
How dare you interfere with the Red Queen's plans, Doctor? How can you stop the course of nature? Poor baby! Where is she now?
Is this a dream? Awake. Is this anger I feel? Is it wrath? I think it is. How intensely, how irredeemably are you all going to suffer now? Feed me, give me their lives.
I was a mother.
Is this a dream? Awake. Is this anger I feel? Is it wrath? I think it is. Oh, how infinitely, how intensely, how irredeemably are you all going to suffer now? Such innocence, such guilt. Give me more! They are so young, so tasty! Eat, for this is my body. Feed your mother, child. me! Give me their lives! Give me more! They are so young, so tasty! Do you think your champion defeated me, my child?
No one could ever defeat you, mother of us all, for you are our every root and leaf.
You've always been my most amusing son.
Then go back to sleep, my queen, and smile at us from your dreams.
Did they feel my wrath? Have they suffered enough?
More than ever, mother of us all.
Until the next time.
Until the next time.
So it's over then, young Ekon. You have put an end to this terrible menace.
Old Bridget? What are you doing here?
This is my realm, Ekon. This is Suascal territory.
But they were all massacred by the monstrosity that Harriet became.
Others will come, engendered by deceitful vampires. I don't mean you, of course.
I thought you'd been slaughtered, with all the other Suascals.
I was up above, in search of help when Harriet suddenly turned into that thing. I have no idea what it was.
It's over. I have avenged my poor Mary.
Yes, you prevailed in the end. I hope you'll forgive me for the way I treated you when first you presented yourself at our gate.
No need to apologize, really.
Perhaps there will be no stories told or songs sung of what's happened here today. But I'll know the truth. Jonathan Reed, newborn vampire, stepped forward and saved us all.
I'm honored to be part of this city's legend. Thank you, old Bridget. May I ask you just one question?
How could I refuse you anything now? I'll answer just as I answered Lady Ashbury when we met a few nights ago.
Who are you? Really?
I was born with the name Bridget Eleanor Wellington. In 1738, my beloved and immortal husband decided to preserve my beauty and youth forever by making me drink his blood.
You were Lord Redgrave's wife. Then the pompous fool rejected you, did he not?
It was about 200 years ago. Peace found me in time. And I sincerely hope it will find you too, now that all is over.
No, it's not over. I may have ended the vampire epidemic, but I still need answers from the woman I love.
I feared you would say that. Go then, young Ekon, and face your fate. Just remember that I'll always be here for you.
London has been cleansed. This catastrophe came about when an ancient malignant will crossed paths with mortal imprudence. For now, we are safe. For now. My craving for blood remains. Red like hate, red like hunger, red as life and death, passing from one immortal to another, from predator to victim, patiently biding its time to rise again. London has been cleansed for now, but there's a simmering hatred, fear, and old grudges. When will we succumb, mortals and immortals alike? The next disaster is only a matter of time. My only hope now is to catch the woman I love, to understand why she fled, and unmask the secret that has been lurking in her blood for so long. Well, this is it. Lady Ashbury's domain. Why am I not surprised it's not on any maps? I'd better hurry.
Beautiful morn, my child.
Can't you just leave me alone? Your precious queen has been sent back to the bottomless pit from whence she came. The nightmare is almost over.
I am here to say goodbye. The sun's warmth exhausts me. Soon I will rejoin my queen in her endless sleep. It is over. You did well.
So our beloved mother will just go back to sleep, now that enough people have suffered. Is that it?
No, Jonathan. The Morrigan has been appeased because you dared confront her. You have prevailed, my bittersweet champion.
And what are you to her? Her counterpart? Her opponent in some timeless game?
She is my mother. My dreadful and sour-tempered mother. She is yours too, in a way, but you are not born from her terrible womb like me. You are but a distant child.
What does she seek? Revenge? Retribution?
She seeks nothing, since she only dreams of it. In the ancient tongue, when I was young, her name meant ghostly queen. Pray she never fully awakens, for her wrath knows no bounds.
Why did Harriet Jones become a disaster?
You are the doctor. You hold the knowledge needed to answer such a question. Have you the answer?
I noticed that all the Icors were female, as if a male couldn't endure the metamorphosis. Harriet was also a bitter and resentful woman, as was her daughter.
If the Morrigan prefers despoiled women to become the vessels of her wrath, we should be thankful that but one disaster hath been cast upon this wobbling world.
Icors seem to carry various diseases. They did not merely turn people into skulls. Their presence alone spreads death.
Who knows whether the Red Queen awakens when cursed mortals endure such epidemics, or if the contagions emerge like a curse as she awakes.
This is not over. I am here to find the true origin of the blood of hate.
'Tis unwise to interfere with a tale rooted so deeply in the suffering of others.
What will happen to Ascalon? Will you let them run the country from the shadows?
I don't interfere with petty political intrigues. Ascalon was built upon the lie of a lineage. Such a deceit cannot last forever.
But Lord Redgrave definitely possessed Marshall's blood. Untainted blood from the greatest vampire knight.
Really? I wonder how he managed to acquire it. Perhaps I should retrieve this artifact before going back to sleep.
What will become of the vampire hunters?
In their leader, you now have a spy behind enemy lines. By guiding your progeny, you may yet protect your immortal friends for some time to come. If you dare.
What will become of the Brotherhood?
I foresee trouble for them now that your progeny considers becoming the new primate.
But I'm certain the current primate has no wish to resign.
Exactly. And I am not fully convinced your progeny truly understands what dreadful power he is about to defy.
No. I must know why Elizabeth fled here when I discovered she was the original healthy carrier.
No, she is not what you say she is. That is a secret you will discover soon enough.
And you? Why are you here? Which new thread of which old twisted plan are you seeking to pull now? Tell me the truth.
I am just here to salute my sons, and to bid them fare thee well.
Your sons? Plural? My God, will you ever stop speaking in riddles?
Perhaps I am too old for your spoken language. Perhaps you now have so many subtle words you no longer hear the simplest ones.
Tell me about William Marshall. Why is his blood so strong?
He is not stronger than you, only older. You are strong, Jonathan Reed. A champion of your time, chosen to defeat a threat spawned of this generation.
Is he here? Is William Marshall here? Is that why you're here now, too?
Have I not already answered that question?
His blood was not tainted. The blood Lord Redgrave possessed. That which I used in the serum. But what if it had been?
Then you would have failed, I suppose. For the blood of hate would have corrupted you too.
When he fought me, Geoffrey McCullum used a serum made of King Arthur's blood. Since then, I have discovered that it was vampire blood. Whose blood was it?
You just said it. It was the blood of a king. The blood of the champion I chose to save this land in its time of greatest peril.
King Arthur was also your progeny. Why am I not surprised?
Yes, he was. But he failed in the end. And for centuries the land suffered his defeat.
Who are your sons? Why do you bid them farewell now?
You are my son, as is William Marshall.
This is madness. How many have you created? Who else? Shakespeare? Isaac Newton? Alfred the Great? Francis Drake? Thomas More? Guy Fawkes?
My progeny is scarce, for I rarely feel the urge to protect this land anymore. But yes, one of those you named is your immortal brother. Maybe you shall meet one night.
So that is all we are to you? Puppets you create to defeat some threat born from a dreaming devil?
No. You are my sons. I am proud of you. I mourn when you fail.
Speak clearly, then, and answer my last question.
What is it?
Did I defeat the epidemic?
Now you've found the castle, Jonathan Reed. Only you can answer that. Farewell, my child. I shall dream about you soon.
It's locked. The castle walls look decrepit. Maybe I can find a way to sneak in. I cannot enter. The lady of the manor isn't expecting visitors. Maybe it's just my imagination, but I think I smell Elizabeth's perfume. She must be here somewhere. I cannot enter. This castle is falling apart. Elizabeth, my love, you allow my portrait to watch over you while you sleep. I'm flattered. Like most castles, this one has a crypt, and it holds something special inside. Elizabeth, my love, you allow my portrait to watch over you while you sleep. I'm flattered. That sweet fragrance, Elizabeth's perfume. She was here, and recently. This painting looks suspicious. A sword and a moon are the symbols I should look for. Elizabeth, my love, you allow my portrait to watch over you while you sleep. I'm flattered. I can't believe I'm doing this. One last switch, and... What are these symbols? I can feel a mechanism, but it doesn't work. One last switch, and... voila.
Drop your sword, Father. You have nothing to be afraid of.
Shall we abandon this then? Shall we lower our heads?
No. Never. You taught me that.
Blood is approaching. Old but young. How strange. Shall I drink it? Smite it?
No, Father. He is a friend. Please, rest. I'll take care of it.
Caution, Elizabeth. Deceit runs through these veins.
I know, Father. What took you so long, Jonathan?
Is this really him?
Yes. This is William Marshall, 1st Earl of Pembroke, servant of 5 mortal kings, former regent and savior of England. The greatest knight who ever lived, according to some.
And you called him father?
For he gave me eternal life, and much more.
I have so many questions, Elizabeth.
You always had questions, Dr. Reed.
Now that I stand before you both, in this vault, I know not where to begin.
We still have a few minutes left.
Where are we? What is this place?
This is the Ashbury estate. I inherited the title when I purchased the castle.
Is this your retreat? Something of a secret place?
It's more of a sanctuary, really. This is where I take care of my father. Ever since he became unwell.
Are you not afraid someone might discover you here? It's not that hard to find.
Do not assume that I would hesitate to silence anyone who tried to reveal my secret. Fortunately, it has rarely come to that.
Why did you flee here?
When you told me I was the healthy carrier, I had nowhere else to go.
You mean you had to return to the real source of this scourge?
Yes, to end it, once and for all.
Will you go back to London?
No, Jonathan. I do not intend to.
And what of your daughter?
Charlotte is a strong, independent woman. who's about to come into money. I took care of everything. Now it's time for her to shape her future.
I have destroyed the disaster, this creature that Harriet Jones had become. The epidemic is no more, and London will recover. In time.
I never thought I'd say this, but I think London's last hope is in Priwen's hands. To stem the epidemic, many districts must be cleansed.
Mortals defend their interests as we defend ours. It is only natural.
I cannot bear knowing I was the cause of all this, through the use of my own blood.
No. This catastrophe was the result of unethical experimentation. And the will of a creature so inexplicably evil, she exceeds all the terrible wonders I have seen since my death.
But it was my blood all along. My corrupted blood of hate. The poisoned blood of my father. A healthy carrier. That's all I am.
Why are you hiding William Marshall here?
How could I not take care of him? He sacrificed himself by giving me the only dose of antidote he had.
He gave you the antidote?
Yes. And in doing so, he knew he'd have to be confined here. And yet he volunteered. That's how great a man William Marshall was. And still is.
What do you do for him?
I visit him as often as possible. I paint the landscapes he will never see again. I feed him with my blood.
You feed him? You barely sustain yourself on the weak blood of the dying, yet you give him your blood?
After he saved me from the blood rage, I swore I would never kill to feed. He said the same.
Is he dangerous?
What do you think? He is a thirsty Ekon, who has not fed in centuries. An elder vampire, driven by an urge to kill and spread the blood of hate.
No redemption, then.
And yet he thinks he has been offered immortality by the angels to protect the feeble and to smite the unholy.
Can he communicate?
Yes. Sometimes he even seems like the noble knight who saved and raised me. But you know, the malice never fully leaves his eyes.
We could cure him.
It's too late. The blood of hate has run for too long. The antidote would not work on him. I tried. Believe me, I tried.
William Marshall infected you. He is the true, original carrier.
Yes. But he saved me by sacrificing himself.
Saved you? How?
The tears of angels. The cleansing of impure blood by an older, more powerful blood. It worked on me, did it not?
Yes. Blood is the definitive key to our species. Scowls, cleansing, lineage. Do you really think it worked?
It has, Jonathan. I was nothing but a beast who took pleasure in slaughter. I roamed across Europe, reaping my bloody crop. It was the blood of hate. But my father's antidote cured me.
Who are you, really?
How could I answer that? I went through many lives and identities to reach this day. To you, I am Elizabeth Ashbury, and that's all I wish to be.
I understand. And I respect your desire for privacy.
Thank you, Jonathan.
How did you meet William Marshall?
He was an Ekon for centuries when he found me. He saved me from certain death by making me his progeny.
Why did he choose you?
You should ask him that.
Did you ever blame him?
Not even when he was infected and bit me. He is my father. He raised me. He taught me how to behave.
What about us?
What do you mean?
You know my feelings towards you, Elizabeth. But you left without a word. So I'm worried about your feelings towards me.
I love you, Jonathan. I've loved you since the moment I saw you rescue poor Mr. Hampton in that filthy slaughterhouse. Forgetting the danger as you turned your back, like the newborn fool you were.
You should have told me.
No, Jonathan. The William Marshall myth lies at the heart of so many hostile plans. I could not risk jeopardizing his safety.
So why did you come here? You knew I would follow you. I can't let you go.
Because I know now the blood of hate is still in my veins. No one but I can put an end to this tragedy.
I can help you. You can trust me, Elizabeth.
I know, Jonathan. You have been the most loyal ally these last few weeks. But this is my duty.
Would your protege agree to speak with me? I have so many questions for him.
Go on, Jonathan. But be careful.
Yes?
Sir William. My God. You really are William Marshall. You served Richard the Lionheart and his brother, King John. It is such a privilege to meet you.
I did in my day. Come closer if you want to speak. For my hearing isn't what it used to be.
I think your hearing is fine, sir.
What is it you want, then?
I found your research on the antidote. The Tears of the Angels. What ingredients did you use?
Once I understood what the ingredients were, I used the tears of King Richard and the pure blood of the valiant Boadicea.
King Richard and Boadicea? How did you find such relics?
It took me many years to locate their hiding place. Then I had to learn the formula. If I recall, it belonged to an ancient brotherhood. The Order of St. Paul, I believe.
And did it work?
Yes. The tears cleansed my poor Elizabeth's blackened heart. It was such a blessing to see her smile again.
I found and defeated the disaster that was threatening to smite London. You should know that the city is safe for now, Sir William.
Then may I call you brother? Did you resist its poison? Even a scratch from a beast so evil could endanger you and all those you care for.
You also defeated one in 1666. Who was it?
She was a malicious witch who spread plague throughout the city with her army of rats. She had been hiding in a bakery in Pudding Lane for months when I finally found her.
How did you defeat it?
We fought for hours. In the end, I had to lock her in St. Paul's Cathedral and burn the building down. I wanted to be sure she was destroyed.
The blood of hate. How does it affect you? Do you feel it now?
The blood of hate? Yes. Nothing more than a sneeze, really. A sneeze held for so long, you could blow a fortress down if you released it.
I would like to ask you about vampires.
Vampires?
Considering your experience, please tell me what you know.
They are terrible creatures. I have seen...
I have never seen such a creature.
Of course you've never seen a creature like them. Vampires are deadly, swift and implacable.
Where did you...
The last time I saw one was in a Celtic temple near Salisbury. A terrible and god-forsaken place full of ghosts and pestilence.
Can we speak?
The Red Queen? What of her?
You met her?
Just once. But she never ceased to sing to me. I love her song. It is a song of blood and war. I only wish she would sometimes let me rest.
Do you know?
I don't want to discuss this in front of my sweet Elizabeth.
Why?
For a time, she too could hear the Red Song. The steps she danced to its melody brought pain upon the world.
Do you remember Myrddin, your maker?
Only God is my maker, for he created everything on this earth. He blessed me with eternal life through his archangel, Michael.
But Myrddin, Michael, is a vampire. He made you a blood-sucking creature of the night.
Blood, yes. I used to drink it from the throats of the unworthy. Then I was punished for my deceit. During my penance, I rely entirely upon my sweet Elizabeth.
Tell me about Elizabeth.
I do not wish to discuss it.
Please, Sir William. I need to know what the blood of hate is. How is it transmitted?
After defeating a disaster in St. Paul's Cathedral, I returned to my retreat, infected. This is where my sweet Elizabeth found me, for she heard my pain from across the sea.
Where is that?
In London, under Temple Church, beneath my empty tomb. I always loved to sleep there while listening to the bell above.
What happened?
The blood of hate had twisted me into a rage-filled man. I attacked my progeny and infected her too. Forgive me, Elizabeth. I failed you.
You bit her again? Is that how she was infected with the disaster's blood? I think I understand now.
Elizabeth fled, and I fell to my knees, begging for forgiveness. I swore I would find a way to make things right.
How did you meet?
Times were tough.
When was that?
It was so long ago.
What did you...
I raised her as my progeny.
Did you really...
That was the only righteous path. The blood of hate made me betray her. I am at peace here. I can think about what I've done and how I failed.
Do you not want to be cured?
No. This hunger is mine. I would feel empty without it. It has been part of me for so long. All I want is quiet. Silence.
You agreed to be...
Yes. Once I was sure she was cured, I asked to be locked down here. I deserve it. The world needs it.
We could set you free. Let you out. Isn't that what you want?
I pray for the day I'll see the sky again. I have all but forgotten its colors. I could walk and do so many things beneath the stars. But I doubt it will be wise to release me.
Then will you stay here and repent?
Elizabeth told me it will not be long now. I cannot wait to feel the sweet caress of her hand on my cheek after so long, as she releases me. Has the time come?
Yes, Father.
Why not unleash me then? To see the sky a final time.
You already are the sky, and all its stars.
I'm not defeated, for I welcome the sword you bear, for it is mine.
You were never defeated, my lord. Farewell, Father. And to you also, Jonathan.
What do you mean?
I can't stand what I've become. This healthy carrier, as you put it. The flames will purify the poison that runs in my veins.
No! I won't allow this to happen.
I am death, Jonathan. Wherever I go, I can't stand it.
Who cares? We are vampires. We are death.
No, Jonathan. I won't bring another disaster into this world.
I can't lose you, Elizabeth. Even if it means putting the whole world at risk.
How can you say such an awful thing? Where is the Jonathan I once saved from a scowl in this abandoned factory?
I'm not that frightened man anymore. I've learned so much. Done so much.
I see. So there is nothing worth living for in this world anymore. Farewell, my love.
Farewell.
One prayer for the summoned, called by this song. Child born from darkness, whose path he must find. Now the song is sung, and your path chosen. England is safe, the price paid most dear. But what do you care? You are the one who keeps killing. You've chosen your path, my fallen champion, like others before you. Prey to lust and desire, slave to the everlasting thirst. My queen sleeps once again, and I'll soon join her slumber. Until, alas, she rises, woken by the hunger never fed.